welcome back to 62 weeks of vlogging. 62 weeks of vlogging. 52 weeks of vlogging. It's Sunday, August 25th, and I just got some exercise, and that got me thinking because I know a lot of people, especially people within the writing community, who hate exercise. This has become like a thing among writers and other desk job types. They love candy and donuts and they hate exercise, and they're loud about it. Loud and proud with their exercise hate. And that got me thinking, because the thing is that exercise releases endorphins, and the endorphins interact with the brain and fill in receptors that are there to make you feel pleasure. This is part of why sex feels good, and this is part of why it feels good to go for a walk in the evenings, and this is part of why it feels good after a run, because those endorphins are all the same endorphins and they're all kicking in with the same receptors and making you feel good. So do you really hate exercise? Like, how can a person hate exercise if exercise releases all of these pleasure endorphins? How can you hate that? I don't get it. And that got me wondering if the reaction isn't the same in everybody. Just like, for example, some people take cocaine and they get addicted for life, and then other people take cocaine and they never want to see it again. It made me wonder if the pleasure receptors are not firing in the same way in some people. Or maybe the endorphins aren't being produced in the same way in some people. Like, are there people out there whose pleasure centers are just not activated by the endorphins that are made when they exercise? Or maybe their body isn't making the endorphins when they exercise to activate the pleasure centers? Or maybe it's just that exercise is hard work and it takes a few minutes of exercising for the endorphins to kick in, and people just don't stick with it long enough to have that feeling. So all they feel is, this is hard work and I don't want to do it and it sucks and I hate exercise. I'm very curious about this. So if you're one of those people who sits around saying, I hate exercise, I'd really be interested in hearing what you have to say in the comments about this. Is it that the beginning of exercise is so bad you don't even want to do it long enough to get the endorphins going? Or is it that you exercise for half an hour and you still hate it and you don't ever want to do it again? Because I know I love exercise, and I know that it's because of the chemical endorphins that I love it. There is nothing about repetitively moving my arms and legs in a running motion that I find particularly pleasurable. It's a chemical thing for me. At least partly. I mean, there is the whole fact of being outside or being in the routine or having the results of feeling healthy and energetic and not being tired all the time. Those are all also reasons that I like exercise. I like what exercise does for and to my body, and that's, for me, as much a part of it as the whole endorphin thing. But I wonder if the experience is different for other people, if why people who dislike exercise dislike exercise. So I look forward to continuing this discussion in the comments and hearing what you have to say about the topic of exercise and whether you do or don't like it and what you do and don't like about it. And in the meantime, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.